Hey, hey, how are you? I have some goodies to show you. Let me see if I can open this. So after you've been a club member or designer for a year, you get the color of the month squeegee, color of the year squeegee, which is this pink one that I have in my hand. And they started sending them out on July 1st. So if you are a club member and you've been a club member for more than a year, you should have gotten with your club transfer this month the color of the month squeegee, okay? And same for designers. If you are a designer and you've been one for a year or more, whenever you place your order this month, you will get the color of the year squeegee as well, okay? With your club, or in your order, I guess. But you do have to place your order. Now, every year on your anniversary, you will start getting your anniversary squeegee. You have to stay with Chalk, either as a designer or a club member, in order to qualify for that, okay? So you can't cancel and move to a new designer or come back, decide that you want to come back or whatever, okay? This is bark, by the way. As you can see, I have this super cute little Highland cow in front of me. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Steph. Hey, Sandra. Hi, Denise and Gwen. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Joni. So I didn't prepare my paint before I started because I didn't, because I'm bad. But here I am now, so whatever. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna actually, let me see if I can see over here. Got so much stuff on this desk, y'all. It's ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna dip this in a little bit of water, and we're gonna use a paintbrush to do the background. Now this is just the background. He's got layers. Okay, he's like an onion, like Shrek. And so I'm just gonna do a light paint job on this. It's not gonna be great. It's just the background after all, okay? Let me also heat up my glue gun. Hi, Mom, how are you? Oh, by the way, let me paste this in here. Gosh, y'all, I'm like not doing the things, okay? I had a long day, a very long day. Again, on meetings all day long, like back to back. The keyword tonight is home, okay? We're gonna use a new transfer. I've got this bundle, whenever you buy both, on sale tonight. So comment the keyword, check it out. I have also been working like a dog, although my dog doesn't do any work around here, so that's not really a good thing to say. But anyways, been working real hard to get my website going, and one of my friends pointed out to me last night that my shop for my shirts was not that inclusive. So I went through today and I added sizes all the way up to 5X on all of my shirts, okay? So I hope that's helpful to anyone. I didn't even realize that I did that. So now you can go into my shop and you can order any size up to size 5X, okay? So here's the first layer of our little Highland cow. He does have score marks so that you know where the pieces go, okay? Now I'm gonna paint him, and I'm realizing now that I just painted his, well, I did two things that I'm just picking up, okay? First of all, I thought he had another layer with horns, so I'm gonna have to come back and paint his background where his horns are a lighter color, first of all, and I painted over his feet just now. So we'll have to paint those black here in just a second, okay? Mistakes have been made. All right, so this is bark, by the way. I think I told y'all that already, but just wanted it to be very clear. I'm trying to decide what order I'm going in, and I'm like scatterbrained as I could possibly be today, okay? Tonight I finished working like at 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then continued working on my website until like I don't know, 5 minutes ago. So it's been a long day. So forgive me if I'm not all here. Okay. And whenever you comment the word home, you will get the link. You will have to check your messenger. If you've never messaged with me before, check your message requests, okay? Because that's where it will probably end up. And then once you have messaged with me a couple of times, or at least once, then it'll pop up in your messenger like normal, okay? So we're gonna use, this is Camel, okay, for all of his lighter parts. So I have my little handy dandy makeup sponge, and look how clean this cup is. Now this is my paint cup, and it's never clean, okay, until occasionally I will wash it. Usually I just dump out the water and rinse it out and let it dry, and it's got usually paint caked all over it and all kinds of disgusting, nasty stuff. But I actually took a board eraser to the inside of it last night because it was so gross. And that worked wonderfully. It cleaned it so easily. Pretty amazing. Hi, Patsy. How are you? Welcome. All right. Now, hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing here. All right, I'm just painting these pieces. Now, I'm using this little bit lighter color of brown on his parts and pieces, okay? And then I've got Dune for the pieces that need to be whiter, and I just realized that that was one of them that I just painted brown. So look, today has been a day. Okay, the last 2 days actually, I'm like completely done for here. I think I've been using too much brain power at work, I'm telling you. But getting awesome things accomplished. We are finally on a really cool track now at my job. So it's awesome. I love seeing things come together. It's one of my favorite things about what I do is like watching things change, and like all of it just somehow it's seamless most of the time, which is very strange. Because it feels chaotic. My job does a lot of the time. Okay, so this is just black velvet paste. I'm going to use it for his feet right here. And I didn't add any water. It's like a brand new jar, perfect consistency. I could probably, I'm going to just dip my brush in a little water so that it's not a whole lot. I want this to be a really good coverage so that I don't have to keep going back in and doing more layers of paint. Okay. So anywho, yeah, my website is going. I've been adding new stuff constantly to it, to the shirt shop, and there's all kinds of goodies out there. So if you comment the word home, you'll get the link to it. You can go check that out. I would love for you to see it. And if you have any comments or like suggestions about other stuff I could provide there, I would love to hear about it. You're welcome to send me a message and let me know if you see a cute shirt design or something out there. Send that over to me and I will get it in my shop. Okay, so I'm going to do the words in black. And we're going to try one of the new transfers tonight. It's the Stripes and Plaid. I don't know if y'all have seen it or not yet, but I'm a little bit intimidated, a lot of bit intimidated, let me be real, by this transfer because I'm not completely sure how it works, okay? Like, pretty sure I haven't seen anybody use it. I haven't watched anybody use it yet. I didn't look it up on YouTube. So we're gonna give it a try, okay? And hopefully I won't make a mistake tonight, but I think y'all are gonna love this. So hang out, stick around with me for a little while, comment the word home, get the link to get the goodies on sale. And trying to see if I can see here. Oops, darn it. It's already time to clean my ink mat again. I paint way too much on this thing with lots of paint. But it does clean up pretty darn good. And the stick comes right back as soon as it's dry, which is super cool. So I do love using this thing to paint on. It's pretty great. Okay. And for small pieces or like intricate pieces, these little makeup sponges just work amazing. So if you haven't grabbed you some, make sure that you do that, okay? Give it a try. You're gonna love it. I don't think you'll go back. Now, for big stuff, I still use a paintbrush because the makeup sponges just take a long time. And they tend to get like, fall apart a little bit. Not fall apart, but like they shed a little bit. Which they don't do that on little pieces, thank God, but they do on big pieces, and so I just don't use them on big pieces. All right, now, let's see if I screwed up, and I did. I knew I did. As soon as I dropped that in there, or as soon as I was even considering putting this away, I knew I did. So, I forgot, I messed up right here. His feet do not have a piece that go over them. But pretty easy to paint with the score marks here. All right. Okay, so trying to see if I'm done here with that, and I think, you know, sometimes I just really aggravate myself. Okay, let's see if we can. So I'm going to paint these little rails black. So this is going to be on the front of the sign to be like a little, I don't know, it's like a stand sort of. You'll see, it's going to come together awesome. It's going to be great. All right. Probably gonna have to do this one again because this paint has a lot of water. Move this guy over. Put that right there. There's two pieces, okay, so make sure that you paint both of them. And I think that this one is the inside part. But for good measure, I'm gonna go ahead and paint it really nicely. Just in case something happens and you can see through. And then give this one another good layer. All right. Hi, Alma. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you so much. All right. So you can comment home to get the link for tonight's project, on sale, of course, and all the other info that I always send. Hi, Tammy. How are ya? Welcome. So happy to have y'all here. Okay. Oops. So if you weren't on a minute ago, whenever I showed this, this right here is the squeegee in the color of the year. I don't know what this color is. I wish that I would have found that out. It's like the dream car color though. Anyways, whenever you hit a year with chalk, you get a squeegee in the color of the year. So this year it's that dream car color. Next year, who knows what color it will be. But either as a club member or as a designer, you get the color of the year squeegee, which I think is so much fun. So if you're not a club member yet or a designer and you would like to be, to get either the club transfer, or to get the 40% discount, or even if you want to do the business like me, you're welcome to sign up with me and start your journey, and you'll be that much closer to getting your color of the year squeegee. All right, so this here is Dune. We are going to fix our mistakes with this one, and we're gonna paint a few other things. So I don't know how much I'm gonna need. I'm overdoing it, I'm certain. But it'll be fine. This is a newish jar. It's very nice consistency. Let me see if I can get one of my little Dollar Tree brushes going here. And I'm gonna come back and paint really thick over his little muzzle thing. Now I'm gonna need to come back with either a paint pen, which I don't know where my black one is at the moment. It's probably still in the Rubbermaid container that I put it in before I moved and never removed it out of. But I'll have to get a small brush and paint his little smile and nose, his nostrils. Okay, so I have some little eggs up here. You can see in the very, I guess, bottom of the screen. I'm trying to move it so that you can see. And they are layered, okay? So there's 3 eggs, and then there's a bottom piece that goes with them. So I'm just gonna paint all of them this Dune. And then while I have this Dune out, I need to grab the backer for my little guy and fix his horns that I painted over on accident. And then I guess I have a little chicken here too, with that goes with the eggs. Glad these are not that breakable, because I'm gonna go ahead and paint my chicken too. And I don't know what color I'm gonna probably do. I need to go look, but I think that, I mean, obviously his beak needs to be orange. I'm thinking I can do his head feathers and his wings and his tail feather red. Does that sound correct? I don't know. So I guess it's a she, it's not a him, sorry. Anyways, please chime in. Hi, Chelsea, and let me know if that makes sense, okay, before I mess up this chicken. So I'll give y'all a second and go over and fix his horns, and then I'll come back to this poor little chicken that I'm potentially gonna destroy. All right. Well, because what I did is on this one, I originally painted his feet brown. They were supposed to be black. Okay, then, and this isn't quite dry, I painted his muzzle brown, which was supposed to be like a Dune color. And then I've got the backer piece and painted his horns brown, because I thought that he would have another piece for his horns, because the rest of him has a bunch of pieces. And so I thought, I don't know what I thought, but we're gonna fix it right now. Just like that. Happy little accident, right? So now he's got bone colored horns. That is correct, okay? And I think, let me move this because I feel like it's in the way. I think I can do this piece for the chicken and the 2 little wing things red. Oh, look. Okay. I have a red and a orange pen right here, which I love these. These are the cheapest paint pens from Amazon. And they're actually, I think they're those chalkboard pens that restaurants use, but they work great. Let me move this because it's hard to... Well, if it's not dried up, it'll work great. I do have another one over there. Oh, here we go. Okay, just gotta prime it a little bit, especially these have been sitting for a minute. Okay. And then I'll have to come back and do his eye also with some black paint. Which will just be a little dot. Okay. There we go. So if you don't have paint pens like this, y'all, you're missing out. Okay, go check out Amazon. These ones are, what is it? Chocola. Hi, Karen. How are you? I hope you had a great day. Welcome. I hope you're home. Let's see. Yeah, no traffic. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Wow. That sounds like God's work. A miracle, my friend. A miracle. It's wonderful. I'm so happy. I don't know. That is a good question. I'll have to give that a try and let you know. Or do you have glow-in-the-dark paste? If not, I will try it. And let you know. But I don't know. Maybe it would glow in the dark. Who knows? Heck yes, Karen. I love that. I wish I could dunk my boss in a dunk tank. Even though I really like him a lot. Y'all, I had a dream last night that my boss quit. And he's the guy that brought me over to the company that I'm at, which very happy that he did. Okay. But I had a dream that he told me that today was going to be his last day. So immediately, whenever I woke up this morning, I texted him and told him, "Sir, you better not be leaving me." And he was like, no, I'm very happy. So he better be. Ooh, I love that idea. You know, what you could do, if you want it to be a white color, just use white paste as the first layer, and then go over it again with the glow in the dark, and that will work just fine. Okay. All right, I think I have my chicken pretty well done. Now I might have to come back and fix her little beak. It's looking questionable, okay, but I think all of our pieces are coming together quite nicely here, okay? Now, I also have this. Let me see if I cannot screw this up. So, we're going to transfer all of this. This is the transfer we're going to use, by the way. This is called Stripes and Plaid. It's going to look really pretty, I think, I hope. We cross our fingers and we hope, okay, because I'm not sure, but give it a try. What's the worst that can happen, right? Okay, so here's the backer for our little sign. It has score marks for where the words go. It says Home Sweet Home. Okay, we're going to just paint it white. And I'm not going to do like, I mean, it's going to be a paint job. Okay, that's about the most I can say about this. Because we're going to, number one, we're going to use the transfer over it. But I also want to do a little distressing on here before we use the transfer. So I am painting it white. I'm trying to do thin layers. But it doesn't have to be full coverage. I mean, I am fully covering it, but it doesn't have to be like 2 layers or anything like that, because we're just gonna mess it up here in a second. Okay, so why bother? But it's also, it has, it's a shiplap sign. So it has score marks that are going across. So you can see those too. It's a perfect little farmhouse style sign. And the great thing about this one is that you can really do whatever you want with it. And I, of course, I haven't done a live with the Highland cow yet, so I knew this little Highland cow that I have is so cute. I wanted to showcase him. All right. So just get that paint on there. However it goes on is fine, okay? It doesn't have to be good. I mean, just cover it, okay? Yeah, you're welcome. Let us know if you do try to mix it. I don't know that that would work, but I do know for a fact that if you do white first, dry it completely, use a little bit of surface wax, and probably I would fuzz my transfer too, okay? And then go in over it, like clean your transfer and then do the glow in the dark over it. It will look so good. Be perfect. Okay, so let's dry this really good. And then we're gonna use what we have. I have this bark still sitting over here, the paste that I pulled out to paint my cow with. I figure I can go ahead and use that to distress this a little bit, make it look a little beat up. And then we can use our transfer. And I have a little twist, okay, for this one. And again, I'm hoping it's gonna look great because I don't know, we'll see, but I think you're gonna like this little idea that I have. So let me get this dry and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, I do have a piece of paint right here that's not quite flat and a couple more. So I'm going to dry this all the way and then I'm gonna hit it with my sanding block, my 220, okay? And if you didn't know, now these dryers have a 6-foot cord. I really need one bad with a longer cord. And I would like to have a second one anyways. I could take this one with me whenever I travel. Because I've got, like, in my suitcase, I have a second tripod with a light. All my stuff that I take with me, I just leave it in my bag, so that I don't have to unpack it, because that's the problem. If I have to unpack it every time that I come home and set it up again, I'm not going to want to do it live immediately whenever I get home. But if I have it already ready to go like I do in here, I'm good. So I figured I could just leave it in my bag and get myself a second one, and that would be, just make my life so much easier. Plus then whenever I'm packing for trips, I don't have to try and tear my room apart to bring my light with me, you know? Thinking about trying to make things easier for myself, y'all. Okay. I do believe, yeah, I still have, I told you I'm a messy painter. I've got paint all over the side of this that also got on my hand. So just do better than me, okay? That's all I ask. Don't be quite such a disaster whenever you paint things, and this won't happen to you. But if you are, then join the club, because I'm right there with you. All right. I think, all right. But I can put that over there now, and let me put that in the trash because there's paint all over it and it's wet paint. I'm not trying to get that everywhere. Okay. Clean myself up a little bit for why I don't know. So that I can continue to make a mess, I guess. So anyway, tell me about your day. Tell me something good that happened to you today, or what you made for dinner, or both. I would love to know. All right. so I'm just going to take my sanding block and go over this one good time. I'm going to wipe it down with that baby wipe. And I'm going to dry it just a little bit. Just so it's not wet paint. It's just from the baby wipe, but it would even be a little slightly damp. Okay, so now, oh, you know what? I did this too soon, y'all. Okay. I've got my board all painted up, okay? There it is. And now, I have this brush that I used for the brown paint a minute ago, okay? And I'm like tapping it all off over here, okay? Trying to get as much of it off as possible. And you know how I do. Long strokes across. And you can even like create sort of knots on the wood by focusing on a spot. But I think that's pretty good, okay? Now, I didn't have to do 2 layers of white paint. Any imperfections in my paint job, $227 of junk metal. Heck yes, I love that. Okay, and it looks like it's supposed to look, okay? Imperfections and all, it's perfect, okay? So now, this is the fun and kind of scary part, but we're gonna get into it together. Let me get rid of some of this mess over here. And move that over there. I do have my little bow from last night, so probably use that tonight. All right. Now, this is our transfer. And wish me luck because I'm scared. Oh, you know what? Let me wax. I'll wax first. And we are going to fuzz this transfer really well. Okay? But I do want to wax. I don't want to be tearing up my paint. And if I do, it wouldn't be a huge deal, but why mess up something that looks this good? I mean, seriously. All right, so now for these big transfers, I try not to take it all the way off the back of the sheet. And if I have to, hi Lori, how are you? And if I have to, I use my fuzzing cloth to set it on, okay, just like that, so that I'm not going to stick it to itself, okay, it's still on the paper here, okay, but that way I can fuzz it. And I'm actually going to, let me turn this, I've got so much junk over here, I don't even know what to do with it all. Okay, I'm going to actually turn this, and I want to see how much I need to even pull off of here. That's actually probably perfect. Okay, so let me just throw my fuzzing cloth down again. I'm just going to fuzz this a couple times. This is one of those awesome transfers that is basically see-through to help you line it up. I'm doing great. Had a good day today. I had a busy day, but it was good. Very successful, so that's good. All right. And I didn't have to travel this week. Thank you to the work gods, because, ugh, it's hard traveling all the time, y'all. And really, I don't know how I had the energy for it, like all of 2019 whenever I traveled. I really don't know, because I am so tired whenever I get home. Hi, Anita. No, ma'am. Just making this little farmhouse sign that you might, I think you're gonna love, and realizing that I need to pull this down just a little bit more. There we go. All right, I do want it to be straight lines, and I'm seeing that it's not, so let me just, there, that's pretty good. All right, now, push it down really well. Make sure you don't have a ton of bubbles. This one does not have a whole bunch of silk screen on it. And I feel something right there underneath my thing. So I'm going to get out my little craft tweezers. If you don't have a pair of tweezers in your craft room, highly encourage that you do. Let's see if I can find that, whatever it is. So little, you can't hardly see it, but you can feel it underneath there. So just run your hand over the surface. Make sure you don't have any major bubbles, okay? Or little like threads or anything else from fuzzing that might get in the way and end up being a catastrophe for your design, okay? Now, like I said before, I have not tried this. I have not watched anybody do it. I'm going in entirely blind, so hopefully I'm not gonna mess this up. This right here is Couture Teal Paste, okay? And my inspiration for this project was I just looked up some like farmhouse signs with Highland cows, and I saw one with a white wood background with like a wood grain, which is similar to what I did, right? And then teal. And that girl she didn't do her teal like I'm doing my teal, but hopefully it's gonna work out for all of us and inspire someone, okay? So, now this transfer we're gonna use it again, so I don't wanna leave a ton of paste on it, okay? Because it's just gonna dry and mess it up, and I really don't wanna have to clean it before I use it the second time. But at this point, it looks like I might have to. Not doing a great job of scraping up my paste. But I am using my Color of the Year squeegee. So if you are a club member or a designer for more than a year, you will start getting a Color of the Year squeegee on your anniversary, which is so cool. I love it. And did y'all know that next month you get a club cutout with your transfer? And then they're gonna start sending a different add-on. It's not always gonna be a cutout with the club transfers. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, as I pull this up, I wanna make sure I try and pull from the center because I don't wanna stretch out my transfer. And it's very sticky. It's funny, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that sticky, and then it is. And it's like, holy cow. Okay, so we could stop here, but why do that? I kind of enjoy pushing my limits a little bit. So let me straighten this bad boy out. And I think we're gonna go for it with this transfer and not clean it. So I need to hurry. I'm gonna dry this. Okay. I really like this. And the plaid I think is going to be really neat. You're so funny, Anita. Okay. Hi, Marie. Sorry I missed your initial comment, but hello, my friend. Okay. So make sure that's dry. Okay, then we're gonna wax one more time. Okay, this transfer is brand new and super duper sticky. Okay, So I'm not using a ton of wax. I'm literally just like barely dabbing at my wax, but I definitely want to use some before I start again. Now we're going to turn this a full 90 degrees. And we're going to come in again. That's nice. Chris just burped in the other room. How romantic, I tell you. Okay, I got ribbon stuck to this thing. What a mess. Okay, now, I am a little concerned about that, but, oh gosh. We're gonna go for it. Now, I want it to be straight, okay? I want it to, I'm not necessarily lining up the lines in any way. I really don't have a clue what I'm doing, but on the spot where I still have paste, I'm just kind of like where it's, I can see that it's still wet because I had a ton of paste on this thing, like a mess of paste. I just kind of like rubbed it with the grain so that hopefully it'll just go into the stencil, okay? All right. I mean, how do you think we keep the magic alive, Lori? It's just like that, burping in front of each other, being really cute. All right, so now I'm gonna begin again, and it's gonna be a little harder to see because my transfer is dirty, okay? So I'm just going to make sure that I cover the entire thing again. I do highly recommend that you wash your transfer in between, okay? Don't take this for me telling you to not wash it, but if this turns out good, then whatever. But if it doesn't, then it will be because I didn't wash the transfer, and that will be the literally only reason that didn't turn out good. All right. All right, so you can comment the word home to get all the stuff to make this yourself, okay? And of course, I would love for you to go check out my shirt shop if you've already bought something from it. Thank you. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. I really, really appreciate you. And there's no family like this family, I'm telling you. Okay. Hi, Tristan. How are you, love? Welcome. I haven't seen you in like a couple of days at least. Happy to have you on here, my friend. Okay. I'll pull this up, and yes, you can just use one color. Now you can use two, and just imagine all the Christmas stuff, or regular everyday stuff too, but like Christmas stuff particularly, because I mean, plaid is like the Christmas jam, right? So, oh my gosh. All right. I've got tons of paint on me. It's fine. Okay. Now, let us dry it really good, and we will put our little cute guy all back together. And y'all will be so excited to do this one yourself. I love plaid. It looks so good too. Let me show you. It turned out awesome, especially me with no training. Okay? If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? Telling you. So easy. These products make it easy, y'all. You have to have zero talent. I'm telling you what. Okay. Now, really liking that teal on there. Let me throw that over there. And then we'll see if we can bring all this stuff and put this little cutie together. Oh, he's so adorable. Although his background color is slightly off. So we're gonna have to paint him a little darker, I think. That's okay, we can do that. And in the meantime, let me get all this stuff. Oh yeah, this little chicken's gonna be so cute. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. Loving it. All right. And luckily I pulled out too much bark paste, so I have more than enough to finish his paint job. All right. So as you can see, his background color is just too light, okay? So let me just put that right here. And I'm just gonna use my paintbrush that I had sitting here. I was gonna use it for something else, but this will work perfect. And a little bit of my bark paste that I already had out. Oh. And I'm also noticing that I didn't come down far enough on his horns. So I need to do that too. Now, some of this will be covered up, like for sure his feet will be covered. Mainly it's his like haunches, his legs that need a little bit darker. There we go. I think that'll be good, but just in case, I'm gonna leave that out for just a second. So let me see if I can, well, I stacked my color trays together too soon, so I'm gonna just, and hold on, let me see. Yeah, so I can come all the way to like there with them for his horns. There we go. Perfect. I think that'll be good. Alrighty then. I think we're good now. And then once we finish up, I will need just a small paintbrush, and we'll come back and we will add his little nostrils and mouth and give my chicken an eyeball, and we'll be good. So let me dry him real quick. Hi Joanne, how are you? Welcome, my friend. All right, so I've got my handy dandy Eileen's glue. And I think that's gonna be perfect. I'm going around the edges, and then I will come back and just fill in the center a little bit. Just like so. Line them up. And scoot it around until it fits. Okay, and then let me see if I can transfer all this stuff down here and move this up there for now. There we go. All right, my little chicken is pretty cute. Again, I need my, so sanding block is always good to have laying around, especially a 220 grit one. Yeah, you need to try it, Joanne. I would love to see it. You are welcome to post in my VIP group any projects you create to show them off. Give us all a little inspiration because I know I need it. And just ideas in general, y'all. If you figure out something cool, whether it's with chalk or not, craft project wise, how to do a bow, whatever, post it, share it with us and teach us your ways. Cause I know how to make, like, I don't know, 3 bows. It's sad. All right. Get my chicken's little head on. And that did turn out pretty cute. Look at it. Okay, that's my chicken. And then she, I don't know why I keep calling it a he. It's definitely not a he. She has 3 little eggs. All right. Ooh, 3 colors. So 1 for the base and then 2 for the paste colors, right? For the plaid? I think so. So what I have seen is red and green. No, I have not, Lori. And I'm thinking that I'm going to need you to visually show me this, whether you take a little video or take some photos and do like a step-by-step. I would love to see it. Absolutely needed, okay? Because I'm pathetic whenever it comes to making bows. I mean, seriously, 3 bows and I just rotate them. It's sad. All right. Although my mom did show me, I think I posted it in my VIP a while back, or maybe it was on my business page, but how to make a bow with a fork. Or was it a bow? I think it was a bow. I was thinking maybe it was a tassel, but it was a bow. And you can make them big or small. Well, I say big, not huge, but like you can choose different sizes based on the type of fork that you use. Okay, y'all, look how cute he is so far. And he's not even done being adorable, okay? I can't stand it. Now, he's got a little beard that goes on him and a little toupee. And if you wanted to, you could totally make this a girl by just throwing a little bow on her head. But this one's gonna be a little guy. And I should have, let me see if I can, it's a little late. Oh, that stuck fast, okay? I should have painted his little eye, the crease on his eye, before I did that, but I didn't because I didn't think about it, and now I see it, and I know I need to. Yeah, a tiny bow with a dinner fork is what my mom did. Okay. Okay, so, oops, I just kind of improvised, but there is a little score mark right there, or like a, it's not a score mark, it's like a engraved mark where his little closed eye is, okay? He's sleepy, I guess. And then give my little chicken an eye. And then this would be easier with an entirely different brush, I think. Now, highly recommend that you find your paint pens for this part, okay? Don't pull a me and be too lazy. I'm pretty sure mine is back in the back of that, my box where my paint pens are, is in the back of that closet over there. And I just don't want to dig it out, okay? And that's horrible. It's absolutely awful because here I am looking for an appropriate brush to do everything that I could easily do neatly with a pen. Now, it's not half bad, but could be much better. Okay, so I'm gonna let that just sit for a minute while we put the rest of this together. Don't forget about this, okay? Yeah, they are awesome. I love them so much. All right, so again, the letters are scored on here for you just to help you with placement so that they're not, that you don't put them on wonky or anything like that. I always like to lay them out, make sure I have all my pieces with me before I start gluing, just in case. I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I was missing a piece tonight. I certainly couldn't walk in there and go cut another one real quick. But I probably wouldn't glue it down either. So anyway, don't forget to comment the word home to get the stuff to make this project. And I would love it if you would go critique my shirt shop. Let me know what you love in there. I would love some feedback because I have no idea. I mean, I think they're all fun or good in some way, right? But my opinion doesn't matter. So, all right. Hi, Mary. How are you? Trying to go kind of lightly with this glue, but it's not working out great for me. Okay. Aren't they so cute? Seriously. And I've just been going wild with that whole store. Kind of out of control at this point, but that's okay. So this thing's dry. I'm gonna glue on his nose area first, and then we can get his little, I guess it's kind of a beard, I don't know, glued on too. Oh, he's so handsome. I know. I'm gonna be adding some more of those. I bought like a couple of bundles of fall designs, so oh my gosh, I am in love with this little guy. Okay, so now I have these pieces right here that we painted earlier. Now, there's an outline for one of them, this one that goes right here. And it's supposed to be like a ledge so that you could put an interchangeable sign in here, okay? But this one for me is not going to be interchangeable. And in order to kind of finish this thing off, it needs this. Now, he's gonna rest on top of it. With his little chicken friend. Okay, oh my gosh. I love it. I'm gonna just put glue on the center one and like a little bit on the top of each of these and glue them right to the chicken. So that her eggs are attached to her, okay? As you can see, just like that. And then we can glue him down. Now, this is what I want to do with him. He's a little heavy, so I have my, have my glue gun over here, but I also have E6000, okay? Isn't it so cute? Now, I'm going to use E6000 for like long-term hold, okay? But the hot glue will hold immediately. And my glue gun turned off, so I gotta hurry. Now I've heard several people say to not let the hot glue touch the E6000, and I don't know why, so I need someone smarter than me to tell me about that and why that is. But I did let it touch. Okay, this guy is so cute, y'all. I can't stand it. And then his little chicken friend is going to be right here with him. And again, she's a little heavy too, so I'm going to just, now all of her body is not going to be touching somewhere where she can be attached with glue, okay? So I'm going to just put a little bit of that there. And then I'm going to use some hot glue and hope that I've got this lined up good. Now, I think that's good. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, so the holes on this are kind of small. But I do have this nightmare in my drawer. Oh my goodness. I've created a monster here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's all attached to this side. My gosh. Throw that back in there. And we're gonna find the end. Here it is. Okay. Wow. All right. Now, I do want to double this up, okay, because this is very thin. This is from Dollar Tree. If you buy a little bit thicker, I don't know that it'll fit through the holes, okay, on this sign, or else I would have used my thick jute that I have. but I think that'll be good, and I can cut off the excess, okay? So I'm gonna just take it, and as one of you wonderful ladies told me recently, a little bit of hot glue on the end will help you send that right through that hole. Perfect. And again over here. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Welcome, love. Just the tiniest dot of glue, okay? Isn't it super cute? I'm glad you like it. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right. Now, I can come back to the back and tie it up. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's so cute. I can't hardly stand it. All right, I'm gonna just tie a couple of little knots here. And then we're gonna secure it with glue. If I can speak, that'd be cool. Okay, I'm loving it. It's super hot here though. Poor Chris. Has to work outside. Meanwhile, I'm freezing in this house, okay? Like, all the time. So cold. I was wearing a sweater before I came on my live tonight. It is so hot. And we had our party last weekend. We had like a housewarming. My family came. His family came. It was fun. But the prep for that was horrible. I mean, like, I was sweating so bad. Okay. Now, while I let that dry, I'm gonna try not to pull on this, okay? But look how cute. Isn't that adorable? Make sure that you love this post, okay? Comment the word home to get all the stuff to make this on sale tonight. And follow my page. If you're not already following, I'm not sure what you're doing, but you're doing it wrong. And make sure that you come hang out with us every single night, pretty much. We make something real cute around here. So do that. Check out my shirt shop. And I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Okay? Thank you, Marie. I love you guys. Y'all have a great night, okay? We'll talk soon.